And I hear that you're going to be rescuing some wild irises. Is that what we're doing here?
These irises have been growing in this meadow for several years, and we've got to get them saved from the weeds. There's a lot of tall grass, and this is a particularly bad weed. This is vetch, and it'll choke and pull the beautiful iris flowers down. But these are very vigorous plants.
Well, I would say you're doing a wonderful job for the ecology and for the countryside itself. It seems to be prettying up everything.
Siberian irises, which they also call the beardless iris, require no pesticides. There are no pests, and they really don't require any fertilizer. They'll reach out and find the food they need in even the poorest soil. They thrive on damp soil, but they do equally well in dry soil. This is a very wild spot here in the Midwest. There's a creek over there, so they get a lot of dampness. And unfortunately, they've been let to grow so wild, but it's amazing how they have survived and flowered and thrived even. In a home garden, of course, they'll do much better, because there you can take care of them and put their faces in the sun wherever possible.
Well, could we...
First of all, you've got to cut the grass away very carefully. And if you cut the grass away, you can see that there's a very strong root base here. So we cut the grass carefully away. One thing about the Siberians is the leaves are beautiful after the flowers finish flowering. And they have a very frond-like graceful appearance, especially waving in the wind in your garden. They're very useful for accent plants, for your other perennials. And of course, you know that these are perennials. They'll last for several generations or more. You can pass these on to your children and their children.
Now, could anyone in the family look after these irises, Tom? Does it take any kind of special skills, or are there courses on it or anything?
Yes, there are. There's master gardener courses which are sponsored in each state. But, you know, a lot of it is self-learned. And we'll probably get 10 of those. Very nice. Maybe Blazing Sunrise. Then we have Bronze Sculpture, 1. And Best Bet. We got some Best Bet here. There's, maybe 10.
Iris Tom, or...
It's just a nickname that somebody stuck to me when I was young. It's been a lifelong passion for me.
And you've been at this for so many years now.
So many years. I don't want to tell you how many years, because you know how old I am, but let's say it's more than I care to think about.
And as long as I can remember, it's always been irises. That's why I always called you Iris Tom. We're coming on around June 28th today.
This is June 28th, and this is about the peak of the flowering is past. Although we have some varieties over there, which we're going to see soon, that are just coming on to their own. And as you can see, this is a very wild spot. We've just come in here and whacked with a weed whacker, and we can't even get a lawnmower here. It's a very tough terrain, but these guys have been growing just great, as you can see. There's some more gull's wings here. And here's a very striking tall flower, and it has a very kind of a gold inside. And bees like these, of course, too. Bees and hummingbirds are very attracted to this. And I believe you have a hummingbird on one of your shots there, Mr. Gardner.
We have hummingbirds.
Yes, and let me see now. Did we look at these nice blue ones here too? They're sort of at their peak. There's nothing more beautiful than a bed of these flowing in the wind. They're graceful, colorful, low maintenance. That's why I just love them. Siberian, and I think this is going to be purple. So now we know what that is. After we'll come back and we can harvest these in the spring or in the fall. They're very picky about the summertime moving. They don't like it. So.